Alright, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. This is the gay marriage counter argument, or same sex marriage counter argument. Now, I'm going to explain why I say some things I've said in the past. I don't have a problem with same sex marriage. I keep saying if they do it, I would like to see it happen because they are going to have to scrap all the divorce laws, all the child support and custody laws, and make it about more than just he's a man, she's a woman. That's how I look at it. The counter argument is me explaining myself and saying that two men, two women, then a man and a woman. Everybody knows how it's going to break down if a man and a woman get divorced. You think you know how it's going to break down when two men get a divorce. You think you know how it's going to break down when two women get a divorce. But how do you break it down when two men or two women adopt or quote unquote have a surrogate and one has a child and is biologically one person's child but really not the other's? You really don't know how it's going to break down when with two men, one man is considered the breadwinner, but it's another grown man. Same thing when the shoe's on the other foot, because you're gonna get people who all of a sudden try to play slick and smart. You're gonna get a woman who, when two women get together, a woman who say she's plays the quote unquote masculine role, and another woman who plays the quote unquote feminine role. Or when they go to court to get a divorce, I promise you both of them gonna be in a dress and some heels. Ain't gonna, the girl you call Butch, she's not gonna show up to court with a suit and tie on. Not gonna happen. Now you ain't gonna throw me under the bus. You ain't gonna do me like you do the men. I'm gonna come up here. It's a nice, wholesome woman. That's what's gonna happen. Same thing with the guys. They're gonna be two masculine men. Like, look, because you don't want to walk in court saying, you can't walk in court saying I'm a lady. Like when you say you are now married, you may I now pronounce you husband and husband, or I now pronounce you wife and wife. See, you're gonna have the same exact breakdown in court. So if two husbands can't take half from one husband, with two wives you can't take half from one wife. You get what I'm saying? You can't get custody if you are both the wife. Let's just put it like you can't get alimony if you're both the wife. You can't get alimony if you're both the husband. So it's gonna be a mess, big mess. And what's gonna happen is in the beginning they're gonna use who plays what stereotypical role. And then somebody's like, whoa, 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 we're gay. We're not using stereotypical roles, which is a lie, because to want to be married, that's mimicking heterosexual culture. So once you mimic heterosexual culture and involve yourself in that culture, then you somewhat turned off gay culture, because you should have created your own culture instead of trying to piggyback on heterosexual culture. So you're gonna be you won't be exempt from all the rules. And then all people who supported it, especially women, will be pissed at gay people. Gays and lesbians, women, all these feminists, and all these women's groups, womanhood, sisterhood, they can be pissed. Guys gonna be cracking the hell up. Like, whoo, that's what I'm talking about. Because what's gonna happen is kids will probably be awarded to who has the best opportunity to provide a better life and actually a more well-rounded person, which opens the floodgates to maybe, just maybe, there's a lot better fathers out here than you think. So the counter argument I'm putting is, I mean, I appreciate it, but even okay, even partially on the gay thing, on the same sex thing, whatever. There are gonna be downfalls to this that the gay culture is gonna have to deal with, because marriage was one of the biggest parts of marriage is procreation. And if you in a same-sex marriage, there is no procreation. And I don't care what nobody is bullshit. A man is not going to get another man pregnant, and a woman is not going to get another woman pregnant. So, when it comes to procreation, it's always going to be a third party involved. Always. I don't even care if it's artificial insemination. It's a third party involved. But sometimes I've seen people who want somebody to get them pregnant, and maybe the father or mother needs to sign away their rights. You could say that. You really gonna need that person though. They're not just sperm or egg. You really gonna need that person, because that person's gonna know things about their kid that you never know, because you didn't get yourself involved with that person or their family history, or their nuances as a human being. And that kid's going to have some of those nuances. And you might or might not know how to deal with them. So, at the end of the day, if it happens, it's going to be a big mess. And I appreciate the big mess. It's just, it's going to really change American society. Because, I mean, here's some downward thing that you didn't think about. You're going to really see the difference between a single mother and a single father now. Because let's get something straight. Gays and lesbians are going to be getting divorced at just as high rates as heterosexual people. Because we're a fast food society. We want it now. It's just going to happen that way. So what's going to happen after that is, what are you going to do? You going to ask child support from your ex-wife? You going to be on Section 8? Both of you? Because you technically didn't have a man in the home. So both of you apply for it? As a family? Big mess. Shit ain't gonna happen for dudes at all. And even the guys who are feminine and feel like they gay and they quote unquote in sisterhood, they're all about to learn the hard way. You're gonna be welcome around the ladies, but you're gonna have to deal with the system the way it deals with men. Even if you deal with men. Period. So that's my counter argument. I'm just saying. I think, honestly, the gay community probably should have just accepted the rules and regulations of being gay like they were. Because let's be honest, now you're opening up yourself for losses that you never had to have. And now you open yourselves up for things. You want to mimic being heterosexual, you should have just created your own lane. Being gay or lesbian is your own lane. That's your sexual preference. You should have created your own lane with the way you handle your relationships too, and not mimic heterosexuals. Because now you opened yourself up. You put yourself in the lane of heterosexual, which makes it look stupid and confusing, or you look confused. Because trust, we ain't trying to be gay. I'm just saying. Peace.